Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Teasing the NFL, your destination for NFL teaser bets. I'm Daniel Saludo, along with Andrew Chang here. We are taking you to the last game of Week 13. It is a special Tuesday night or Tuesday day game, I think. It's like late afternoon, super late afternoon, early evening game between the Dallas Cowboys going to the Baltimore Ravens. This is a interesting game in my opinion. We'll get to the breakdown of it in this, but Baltimore is the favorite here at -8.5, and your total is 45. So Dallas gets teased up to +14.5. Let me make sure my number's right. Yep. Baltimore gets teased down to -2.5. Your over gets teased down to 39, and your under gets teased up to 51. So we had a bet in tonight, and it was not good result for us. Thanks a lot, my Steelers, for not showing up to the game tonight.
Oh my gosh! They didn't get off the bus, bro.
Pretty much, they might as well have been on the plan at this point.
No,
don't remind me of that game either. So this is a last stand bet, maybe? No? Yes? No? What are you thinking about this game? Let's see what you think.
You know what? I'm trying to clear my head. I had my napkin right here, like Bill Belichick, to
wave the towel.
Quit as the co-host of Teasing NFL. But you know what? Lamar Jackson coming off from that the COVID list. Does he still have his star running backs? No.
Yeah, they're all gonna play. Yep, because I'm starting Dobbins in our fantasy league. Not like it matters. I'm gonna lose this week anyways. So.
Oh, God, do I like Dallas at +14.5?
It's actually something to really think about because, I mean, Dallas was pretty impressive last week in a nice game. And, if you give Dalton a chance to keep developing rapport with the offense, with the wide receivers, the offensive line getting a little bit better, I actually fancy Dallas to have a decent chance at being able to cover 14.5, keeping it at 2 touchdowns. It's not a bad choice. And then on the flip side of it, you've got just your pure value of, teasing Baltimore down to -2.5, get that under that field goal. So it's an interesting one that we could be in a situation where both teasers hit. It's different also because Baltimore, the pressure's really on for Baltimore in this. If they lose this, they're done. They are pretty much done.
Oof.
I would say.
Whereas in Dallas,
Dallas wins this, and they're definitely in the thick of it in that NFC least. So it's an interesting game. Do I really see Dallas winning this game? Probably not. But in the past weeks, has Baltimore really made you feel like this is a safe game?
No,
especially
really.
Since Baltimore didn't have Jackson playing last week, so they stayed away from the facility, didn't get to really practice. Mm-hmm. Both Mark Ingram and J.K. Dobbins are going to be back with the team, but they didn't really get to practice much. So I don't know if I'm overthinking this a little bit too much, but there are some concerns that I had, much like I had concerns about the Steelers. So there's some of it's there.
So with that being said,
and I think Baltimore plays Cleveland next week.
I would take, any of the teams.
Yeah, Baltimore plays Cleveland Monday night.
Any of the teams look good, so I kind of maybe want to concentrate on these numbers here. God, I'm always like an over guy.
You are.
You
love your unders. You rarely bet unders.
This over is sitting right below 40. It's at over 38.
39.
Oh, so it's 39.
39.
Oh, God, that's tough. And it's not like the Cowboys didn't score on Thanksgiving. It's not like
they got a few points up.
Yeah, they got a few, but will a few be enough? And Baltimore.
Is your expectation for Baltimore to get enough points on the board? Maybe Baltimore gets like 28. Do you feel like Baltimore gets 28?
You know what? I have my concerns about Baltimore too because they really have not looked that impressive in their offense.
Yeah.
It's really there's no Jackson 5 game this year. I don't even think one game.
No, I don't think he's hit 5. He's hit 4 early in the season.
Yeah, but that's early,
Yeah.
And now it's really, time for y'all to pick up the bootstraps and start playing. So it's just really tough to, God. it shouldn't be this hard, right?
But it makes you think, especially, and we're reeling off of the Steelers and football team games, so we're reeling off that a little bit, and it's making us think. Because honestly, I didn't really break it down as much as I should have, and that's my fault, and thus we have a loss. So
I mean, not really. I mean, honestly, the Steelers should have just won.
Should have, but
For sure.
Sure, yes, but we had a conversation about this game is close. Why not just take more of the points?
I remember
that was
saying
one
that
of the
in the
things.
video.
That was one of the things about this. So I guess one of the things I'm trying to think about now is this game going to be close? My worry is that Baltimore does come out with something pretty dynamic on offense. The worry that I have is that
Will Dallas keep up?
it's not that will Dallas keep up, is will Baltimore be able to fully execute? Because if Baltimore starts to even remotely struggle a little bit, then they're gonna have to throw. I don't know. I haven't trusted Lamar Jackson really throw the ball all season. So the running game, this team is dictated by the running game, and if the running game's not successful, then they have to be able to pass. And Dallas isn't terrible against the run; they're pretty good.
Okay. I've made my decision.
All right.
If it was a last stand teaser,
well, give me your pick, and then let me know what the last stand would be.
I'm gonna go ahead and take the little Cowgirls at plus.
All right.
At plus,
all right. Plus
14 and a half.
All right.
So even if they lose by 2 touchdowns, it won't be that bad. And now looking back at it, when the Ravens beat Washington by that many points, and Washington being better than the Cowboys, I can say that a little bit. Even though
Washington is better, I would say that.
Yeah. So, but I kind of have faith in. I think Zeke might play a rather important role in this game.
He should. Baltimore has not been as good against the run this season, so
I hope they feed that guy. I'm not playing against fantasy, so that's okay. Amari Cooper's on my bench, which probably means that he'll go off too. So
I actually might. Okay. So I picked. I picked him in daily fantasy for next week, but I actually wouldn't mind starting Amari Cooper in this game.
Yeah, his rapport with Andy Dalton is getting up there. I mean, he still has. Andy Dalton, I guess, is only going to get better.
Yes.
With spending time with CeeDee Lamb,
You also have to remember the
Cooper.
first game that he played, that full game against, was it the Giants? Where that very first game, he was coming off COVID. So, because remember, DiNucci played,
right,
and then Garrett Gilbert played, and then Dalton came back. So that first game that he fully started, he struggled because he was coming off COVID. But since he's fully back now, I think he's not a bad quarterback to back in a big score teaser.
I like his passing ability over Lamar Jackson's. That's for sure.
Okay.
And Lamar Jackson really hasn't looked that amazing.
He's had his troubles.
I will go ahead. Yeah, I'll take that plunge.
Okay.
Dallas at 14.5. I know, I'm just right there for my individual teaser right now. I think I need this for, a winning record, but...
we both need a hit for this winning record. Well, it depends on how Buffalo does. But
Buffalo has it. But I know they'll have it because the Steelers lost.
Yeah, because the Steelers lost. So that means that Buffalo's going to, smoke them now.
Oh, God. And that, if you got Buffalo at... Because our line was...
we got him at...
we got plus 2,
+8.
so yeah, plus 8.
We got him at +8.
So we got a +8. So right now, you're just kind of sitting pretty and just But yeah, that's what I'm going to take. And if I had to pick a total with this game to make it a last stand, I would not mind the over.
Yep.
I would not mind the over.
Yep.
I mean, both these this Baltimore defense is... It's starting to show some kinks. But, do I think the Cowboys will kind of take advantage? Hopefully, maybe. And we all know that the Dallas defense is just...
It's not that good anymore. It's
not good.
So, they've had their injury problems.
They could have a field day. With that being said, I still do like Dalton to kind of keep up. I see them losing by 10. So,
right.
yeah, I'm okay with that.
All right.
There you go.
So everybody knows me. I'm the numbers guy. I'm the take the best
Here we go.
value and everything. And yes, I am going to take Baltimore in this -2.5. I can't get away from it. It's a non-impressive Dallas team that should really in the whole view of a game like this, they shouldn't offer up that much resistance, especially if Baltimore gets ahead early. I have this sneaking suspicion that Baltimore's just going to try and get out there and really try and put points. Really get Jackson in the running game going.
And that's okay with me too, because if they score, somebody has to be in comeback mode.
Yeah.
And I don't mind Andy Dalton on the comeback. Actually,
it's not a bad choice.
I think his first throw as a Cowboy was an interception when he came in for Dak. Yes.
I think it was, yeah.
Yep. But after that, I think the drive went pretty well. I think they still won that game. So
No, they lost that game.
Did they? Are you sure?
I think they lost that game.
Might have to stat check that. Might have to fact check that. But yeah, that's honestly what I like.
I agree with your over, though. I would take the over in this if I was doing a last stand, but I think I've got a really sour taste in my mouth at this point. So I'm done this week, and it's on to week 14 for me.
Same. I'm also a little concerned that the Ravens did play on what week? What day was it? Or
last week?
Yeah, last
Wednesday.
week. Wednesday.
Like the Steelers.
Yeah, and look what happened to the Steelers. So
but Baltimore gets an extra day.
Yeah, and they get rid of RG3. So
yeah, so it's a big difference.
Yeah,
so.
but I mean, even they score. You know what? It's another video for another time.
Yeah. All right. There we go. So Dallas plus 14.5 is the pick for Andrew. I'm going to take Baltimore, tease them down to -2.5. Just go get under that field goal. And, this will be it for week 13. And I'm going to be happy to get on to week 14 for sure.
Yeah, same here for sure.
Yeah. There's some nice matchups next week coming, so it'll be a lot of fun.
It'll be a lot of bounce back.
Full
next week,
slate. No more buys. It's all 32 teams playing, 16 matchups, and plenty of money to be out there.
That's right.
But let us know in the comments how you think this game is going to go, what side you're favoring or total. If you're betting it, let us know in the comments. But until next time, for Andrew Chang, I'm Daniel Saludo. If you like the content you got in this video, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, subscribe, tick the notification bell, and select all. That way you stay up to date with all of our latest videos and previews for the rest of the season. Again, we'd like to thank you for joining us in week 13. But until next time, make sure you get your bets in. And of course, don't forget to be a tease.